Hi everyone, it's Emily from Raven Relics, and after a short break I can finally say welcome back to my channel. I have had lots of new and exciting things going on, one of which I will quickly announce before we get into this beautiful book. I am now on Patreon. Yes, Raven Relics is on Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's essentially a membership-based platform for artists like myself. Every creator chooses their own tiers, and potential patrons can pick which tier they would like to join. Using myself as a quick example, I have 3 tiers. The first is just $1 a month, and that gives you access to literally all of my exclusive Patreon-only posts. The second tier is $5 a month, for which you also gain access to those exclusive posts, in addition to seeing my YouTube videos 24 hours before I actually post them to YouTube. So if you are my one $5 patron that I have so far, you're awesome, and here it is. And then the third and final tier, for now anyway, is $15 a month, for which you get the benefits of the first 2 tiers, plus other cool stuff. So you get the point. Patreon is basically a genius, totally genius idea, and really the only way for artists to guarantee themselves consistent income. So I'm super excited about it. I'll put all the links in the description box down below, and maybe I'll see you over there. All right, announcement is done. Let's get right into this journal. The name of this book is Silentium, which is Latin for pause, P-A-U-S-E, that type of pause. The energy of this book basically just felt very peaceful, very serene, really soft as it was all coming together, and I wanted a magical sounding title that would convey that sensation of just taking a deep breath, slowing down, taking time to reflect, hence Silentium. Per usual, we have professional bookbinders board for the covers, archival grade adhesive throughout the book, 100% Irish linen waxed thread for the binding. And what else? There's something else. Oh, 50-pound drawing paper. I have a little spiel and I knew something was missing. 50-pound drawing paper for the text block. Every single piece of paper in here has been coffee dyed per usual for that grungy, lovely effect. And I use baking soda, so that reduces the acidity, preserves the paper for longer. It's a beautiful, soft, sage green cover, damask pattern. And here's the back. Same thing. Silver corner protectors and book plate. All right, let's just go right in. There we go. Okay. So as soon as I saw the fabric of this book, I immediately knew that it was my perfect opportunity to combine damask and nature themes, so that is what I did. I tried to combine fancy damask with, rustic nature. So here in this opening page, we have a cover pocket like usual, filled with many things. Here is a pretty image, old image, a journaling card, one of many, many journaling cards from Nick the Booksmith. I believe this is The World According to Sir Isaac Newton. That is her kit. And then we have a cool little envelope in there. All right. On this first page here, we just have an old advertisement paper clipped, a crown with antler stamp, and you can see the beautiful stains. All right. Now, I did try to make this book a light keepsake book, as opposed to the last few keepsake books I've made, which are very thick. I intentionally wanted this one to be a little on the lighter side. It's still pretty chock full because that's just what I do, but in comparison to the last couple of books that I've made, it's a little on the lighter side. This is just an image of a beautiful manor house. This is, in my mind, the house in the English countryside that this book has come from. So, and I'll do all the paper clips later so I don't drag on and on. Digital image of some thistles. Shield stamp up there at the top. I folded over the edge of this piece of paper so it's a little pocket, and inside is just a journaling card that says Daily Details, and behind that is another Sir Isaac Newton, Nick the Booksmith card. All the journaling cards, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think all the journaling cards are blank on the back. They've all been edged and aged with the Tim Holtz Distress ink, but they are all blank on the back, so they do in fact act as journal cards. You can write on them. Here is a beautiful image of a peacock, and it's kind of this rusty red color that goes perfectly with the brown wallpapery patterned paper over here. And in this pocket we have another, oh, there we go, another little journaling card, all, like I said, blank on the back, aged just like this one. Another Sir Isaac Newton, oh, is this upside down? I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. Now, this is one of 2 strips of washi tape that I received from Michelle over at Country Morning Creations. So, hello, Michelle. Shout out to you. She sent me some happy mail, and it was all amazing stuff. And I wanted to use this washi tape as well as one other, which you'll see in a minute. But I decided to just leave it as is in a pocket for you, or who, not you, but whoever buys this book, to decide where they want to put it or how they want to use it. So there's this one, which is just some ferns, and then there's another one, which is a bunch of mushrooms. And it's just, you know, if you don't know how washi tape works, basically there's this paper on the back, you strip it off, you can put it down on basically any paper-like surface, and it won't damage the paper when you peel it off and move it around. That's what washi tape is. All right, big burn mark. Oh dear, I love it. I hope you do too. I think a few well-placed burn marks just add a whole lot. So that is one of several, but that one and one other one are the biggest ones. There's no bigger burn mark than that. Here is my little file folder. I'm super excited to show you this. I posted this on Instagram as well. This is just some really pretty cardstock that I turned into a little folder, and inside we have a big side pocket here, a corner tuck spot down there, and then 2 little pockets up here. There you go. So cute. Such a simple thing to do. I don't know why I haven't done it before. And it's just a loose, you know, folder. You can move it around, you can take it out and do whatever you want with it, but there it is. This is the first time I've made a little file folder insert like that, but it will definitely not be the last. I can see myself having endless fun making cute file folders. My classic Raven on a Branch stamp. This is a cool pocket. This is a big image of a dapper dude, and I inserted 3 more of the Nick the Booksmith journaling cards in there, you can see. And then there's just a little flip piece of music paper. Here is a big map. The sides fold all the way out, but this bottom part, you can see down here, maybe if I hold it closer, is actually sewed in. So this is a pocket. These are not. There's a couple shell stamps up there with some well-placed drops of coffee. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before actually, but after I've coffee dyed all the paper, the book is sewn, it's basically done, and all I'm doing is adding the pockets and the stamps and those, you know, internal details. I will literally make a cup of coffee to add a single drop of coffee to a spot on a piece of paper. Like this, right here, this spot, I added that just by dipping my finger into some coffee and going boop, because I wanted a stain there. That's literally the only reason why. I am that much of a perfectionist. I go back and I add perfectly placed stains after the paper's already stained. So here is a cool piece of Tim Holtz ephemera. This was part of a pack that I got at, I think I got it at Michael's, and it just had a whole bunch of Tim Holtz stuff in there. Here's the other side of that music paper. Here is, you've seen this before, an image of an astrology chart. Love it, love it, love it. Oops, the paper clip fell through the spine. Okay, brown graph paper, beautiful card stock. Other side has a little pocket made out of another Nick the Booksmith card, a journaling card. Here is a stamp of a tower. It's like a clock tower with some birds. Here's the other side. Pretty, pretty. Chandelier stamp. Old map paper, but this time white map paper, which is beautiful. And then, speaking of beautiful, amazing, amazing coffee stains. Here's some coffee dyed vellum with like leaves and berries as a pattern, which is just beautiful. Everything's beautiful, right? Here I folded, the edges here are not glued down, but I did fold this over as kind of like a mini side pocket, inserted some journaling cards in there, and a big gray envelope. Little burn marks, I snuck them in the most random places. Oh, here is another cool page thanks to Michelle over at Country Morning Creations. She also sent me this, which is just a piece of fabric, you know, in the shape of leaves and a stem. And I decided to just glue it down as kind of like a border. It's really soft. It's not, you know, it doesn't like make it so that you can't bend the paper. But I just glued it straight down and I thought it was super cool. I've never done anything like that before. And opposite it is a Celtic Tree of Life stamp. Burn. They're everywhere. Other side of that purple folded over paper and the pretty vellum. Now this is actually glued down at the top and the bottom here, so it is a pocket. Don't pull it open, you will rip it. Candelabra stamped down at the bottom, and inside of the pocket I have this really neat bookmark. I'm gonna call it a bookmark. You can do whatever you want with it. I would probably use it as a bookmark. So this is not coffee dyed. The only thing that's not coffee dyed, because it's got this really nice, I don't know if you can tell in the light. Yeah, there we go. It's glossy. The paper's actually glossy. So when I ordered the paper pack that this came from, I did not know that the paper was going to be glossy. I had no idea. But I am working with what I've got, and I just thought this image was so beautiful. It's kind of the perfect combination of fancy damask and nature that I'm going for with this book. The back is just more pattern. That was another piece of paper. So not really a journaling card, like I said, more of a bookmark. It's very large, and it's awesome. So there it goes right in there. Hand pointing to a sun stamp. More specifically placed stains. Ledger paper. Burn mark. Big piece of parchment paper that just folds open like that. Pretty marbly kind of stains. Map of the British Isles. Here is an upper tuck spot with an envelope and the other washi tape I told you about. Let's see if it'll focus. There we go. So same thing as the fern washi tape. You can kind of see, maybe you can't see. I don't know if it'll pick it up, but there's like a fine line right there. You can see where you would bend it and be able to peel the paper back. All right, owl stamp. Burn. Cool digital stamp of a magical doorway, and the other side of that British Isles map, other side of that patterned paper. Griffin coming out of a crown stamp. Ledger paper. And again, I just folded this patterned paper over so it acts as a pocket with the paper clip. And inside of this pocket we have a big tag with a tree stamp from the Graphics Fairy. Another Nick the Booksmith. Super cool. I think this is actually not the Newton kit, but, oh, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember now. She has another kit, another super awesome kit. This might also be the Newton one, I can't remember. And then just a green envelope. All right. There's the other giant burn. I knew it was coming. Okay, so this is a cute little piece of paper I just sewed right into the center of the signature. And I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. I don't think I'd ever make a burn much bigger than that. Well, maybe I would, but anyway, I hope you like it too. I think it just gives the book such a, I don't know, such a rustic feeling. Other side of that patterned paper. Clipped in this big astrology esoteric-y image. And guess what? Another burn. They are everywhere. Other side of that ledger. Here's a little tuck spot made out of an image of a stained glass window. Chandelier stamp up at the top. Another Newton card. Old newspaper. There's that raven stamp again. Other side of the newspaper. An old 1800s advertisement. Which I have definitely used before. It's such a beautiful illustration. And then our last signature here, we've got another thin piece of paper, or I should say narrow, with a griffin stamp down at the bottom. I'll give you a close-up. Okay. This is an excerpt or page from a Shakespeare play. I think it's Romeo and Juliet. Yep. Big tan graph paper. There's that shield stamp one more time. And that is it. Here's the gorgeous back. There's my stamp. Oops, there it is. And I knocked the tripod again. Oh my gosh, I cannot angle this. There we go. Ah, there we go. I must show you the stains on this paper. There we go. Okay, and the end papers just so happen to have this scrolly bit already right on it. So I didn't need to put a nameplate. Well, I could have, but I chose not to. This is the nameplate. So if you want to write your name somewhere, I thought that would be a good spot. There it is. There's that paper clip that fell through the spine. And where is the... Oh, here it is. I thought I lost my bookmark. Here's that beautiful green velvet bookmark that I had right in the opening page. It's just a little bit longer than the book itself, so I kind of like it sticking out a little bit at the top and the bottom. All right, there it is. Whew, that is Silentium, and the blank version will be coming next very soon. This book is going to be posted in my Etsy shop tomorrow, which I think is Tuesday, May 14th. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to double check. But, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for being patient with me as my YouTube videos sort of trickle out. There will be more consistency in the future, the very near future. Hopefully, like, from this point forward. But anyway, maybe I'll see you on Patreon, on Instagram, in future YouTube videos. You can check out my website. Like I said, all the links in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting me. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. All right, guys. Bye.